Now, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career. Sam Darnold.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Darnold. It's complete. This is Nguka. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here comes Williams on the return. All right, and in the end block, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
They were nice enough to give you a shorter first down to begin the drive. Kind of rude, right, Kate? Not to accept the gift and immediately move those chains.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
The Packers and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Now Darnold off the play action. This one falls incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's got it. It's complete to Collins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They've got first down here from the 36. And again, it's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Darnold now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
It's a gain of a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down. From the red zone now. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one just kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there. Because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. On first down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments and flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing the run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Makes it 3rd and
his shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connects on run to Jameson Williams. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
They'll run here on first down. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
He was brought down by Jabbar Bullard.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Handoff on second and short. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
There he is on third and short. He will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Going on first, here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Darnold to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So first down from the 41.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
Play fake, Darnold. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll throw to start the drive. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They go with a design keeper. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Mahomes back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards, and that's a Browns first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. He'll pass it this time. Caught quickly on the slant. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Browns, first down. First down and goal to go.
Looking inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Jameson Williams. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Browns 21, Packers 7. Evan McPherson set.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what? like the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And now they face 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Packers first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Darnold. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And this one does not go far. So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. It's only 2 minutes to go in our first half. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing here, Darnold. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Browns getting their offense out there. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They're throwing it. This one to Williams out left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Sticking to the air here. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
Browns 28, Packers 7. Evan McPherson set to kick
Here's
off.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers all set to get back out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10, Darnold. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Now Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
The Packers take their first time out.
For a Packers first down.
Going on first, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
And again, it's Darnold. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second.
Second and 5 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Darnold dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Here's Darnold. Ibuka there with the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. Offense is set. First and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Packers.
Here's Darnold to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
On the throwaway.
The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. This one from 42 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Things going well so far. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, bro. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Brings it in at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Trying the right side. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back now, pressure coming. Hits his running back. He dodged the tackle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. They'll work against the blitz. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rrhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out at halftime. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
Packers 10. Evan McPherson set to
Here's
kick
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Jukes away from one. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the second half with some needed points. That one right down the middle. And the Packers make it an 18-point game.
Packers 17.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebackers system on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here comes Williams on the return. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough first down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Looking slant route complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
The 45-yard line.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
46-yard line.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's full with a nice pickup. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
There's a dive up the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And another ground for Williams. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connecting on the slant. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. And that was his 50th catch of the season. Pretty good total and a sign of just how valued he is as a part of this passing game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They are throwing it again. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Evan McPherson set to kick
Here's
off.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. They'll try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now throw to start the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
Brought down by Javon Bullard. That's a game.
Take a look by the Packers on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would love a touchdown more.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. 2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Coverage defensively.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a game
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to now do some window dressing here in the 4th. Motioning the tight end now. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
3 and out.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on fourth. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to the well again. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run the counter. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look at that defense.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll try and punch it in. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 12.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
And the Packers, first down.
And send their tight end right.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
On with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They give it to him up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. And motion the tight end over. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. One splits the uprights. And the Packers cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. 27. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Hand off to the back. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They give it to him again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns very close to an 11th win this season. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll work against the blitz. Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Another carry for him. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you can run into problems just like that.
McPherson's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Going on first, here's Darnold. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Darnold. The right side hauled in by Collins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
17 yards.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout.
First down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game.
It's second down.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. To throw. Here's Darnold. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike